Hey Raiders fans, we're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Las Vegas Raiders. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with breaking news and exclusive content. Marvin Harrison Jr., the young, electrifying wide receiver who has been turning heads across the league, is reportedly making a bold leap in his career, signing with the Raiders in a move that has set off a frenzy among fans and analysts alike. The buzz surrounding this potential signing has been relentless, with whispers about how his unique skill set could transform the Raiders' offense into one of the most dynamic and feared in the league. Observers are noting that Harrison Jr.'s ability to create separation, combined with his speed and precise route running, could give the Raiders a weapon they have long craved, injecting life into a passing game that has struggled to find consistency. Speculation is rampant that the young receiver's presence might push the team's quarterback to elevate his game, knowing that Harrison Jr. can turn even a modest throw into a spectacular play. Rumors from insiders suggest that training camp is already buzzing with anticipation, with coaches reportedly devising ways to integrate Harrison Jr. into multiple formations, maximizing his explosive potential. The excitement is palpable, and fans are already imagining highlight reels full of deep balls, acrobatic catches, and clutch performances that could define not just a season, but potentially the early years of a storied career. Sources close to the situation indicate that the Raiders' decision to pursue Harrison Jr. was fueled not just by his athletic prowess, but also by his football intelligence and adaptability. He is said to have an uncanny ability to read defenses, adjust routes mid-play, and find openings even against the most sophisticated coverages. Rumor has it that the coaching staff sees him as a transformational figure, someone who can shift the dynamics of games and force opponents to game plan specifically around him, creating opportunities for other offensive weapons. Discussions among team insiders suggest that Harrison Jr. brings an attitude and work ethic that fits perfectly with the Raiders' culture, a combination of competitiveness, resilience, and a relentless desire to improve. While the deal is still being treated as somewhat of a whirlwind in terms of official announcements, the chatter across media platforms has been intense, with analysts projecting that his immediate impact could be monumental. Even among veteran players, the buzz is that Harrison Jr. is not just another rookie, but a talent who could redefine the team's offensive identity in ways few had anticipated, sparking endless conversations in locker rooms and sports bars alike. Beyond the technical aspects of his game, the speculation surrounding Harrison Jr.'s personality and charisma off the field has fans talking just as much as his potential on it. Insiders are saying that he has a rare blend of humility and confidence, a combination that can inspire teammates while also intimidating opponents. The rumor mill is overflowing with reports of his interactions during workouts and private sessions, with multiple sources suggesting that his presence elevates the energy in any room, whether it's the practice field, meetings, or the weight room. Analysts are hypothesizing that this intangible quality might translate into leadership roles sooner than expected, with Harrison Jr. becoming a central figure not only in the Raiders' offensive schemes, but also in shaping the locker room dynamic. Social media chatter supports this narrative, with fans speculating about the chemistry he might form with the quarterback, the potential connections with tight ends and fellow receivers, and how defenses may scramble to adjust. Even sports talk radio is buzzing with heated debates about his potential breakout season, emphasizing that the Raiders may have secured not just a talented player, but a figure around whom the team's offensive future could be built. As the rumors continue, speculation about the financial and contractual details of the deal is also rampant, with insiders hinting that the Raiders have structured an agreement designed to maximize Harrison Jr.'s motivation while protecting the team's flexibility. While exact numbers remain unconfirmed, talk shows and sports writers are dissecting the possible implications, debating whether this could signal a shift in how the Raiders are approaching their roster construction and long-term strategy. Some sources suggest that this signing might be the start of a larger offensive overhaul, potentially opening doors for trades, adjustments in the draft strategy, or changes in offensive schemes to fully leverage Harrison Jr.'s exceptional abilities. Analysts are drawing comparisons to legendary receiver debuts, pointing out that while the pressure will be immense, Harrison Jr.'s skill set and mental makeup could allow him to thrive under the spotlight. The narrative among insiders is clear. This is more than a signing. It's a statement, and the Raiders organization appears committed to building around a young player who could very well become the face of the franchise in years to come. Conversations in sports circles suggest this move could dominate headlines for months, driving speculation and excitement in equal measure. Meanwhile, the broader league is reportedly watching Harrison Jr.'s transition with intense interest as teams try to anticipate how his presence might shift competitive dynamics within the division. Opposing coaches are allegedly reviewing tape obsessively, trying to predict how to contain his impact, while recognizing that his versatility makes him a nightmare to defend. Rumors indicate that Harrison Jr. is not only adept at traditional wide receiver roles, but could also be deployed in motion, in jet sweeps, or even lined up in the slot to exploit mismatches, a flexibility that could redefine how the Raiders approach each game plan. Conversations among NFL insiders suggest that defensive coordinators may need to devise entirely new strategies to account for his explosiveness and football IQ, signaling that Harrison Jr.'s influence could extend far beyond the Raiders' sideline. Speculation continues about how his debut will unfold, with fans eagerly anticipating every preseason snap and practice report, imagining the spectacular highlights, deep connections with the quarterback, and the potential for game-changing plays that could ripple across the league. Finally, in this whirlwind of rumors and speculation, the excitement surrounding Harrison Jr.'s arrival is also tied to his marketability and cultural impact. Sources suggest that his personality, paired with his on-field performance, could make him a fan favorite almost immediately, driving merchandise sales, social media engagement, and overall visibility for the franchise. The rumor mill is teeming with stories about possible collaborations, media appearances, and public events that could further solidify his status as a breakout star. Analysts are projecting that Harrison Jr. might become not just a football phenomenon, but also a cultural figure, drawing attention to the Raiders from beyond traditional fan bases. While the deal itself remains enveloped in intrigue, the chatter surrounding this young wide receiver is unmistakable. Marvin Harrison Jr. is arriving in a city ready to embrace him, and the speculation suggests that what unfolds next could redefine the narrative of the team's offensive identity for years to come. As Marvin Harrison Jr. settles into his new role with the Raiders, the whispers among insiders suggest that his impact might extend far beyond mere statistics. Coaches reportedly see him as a catalyst capable of sparking a renaissance in a passing game that has lacked consistency, potentially forcing opposing defenses to rethink their approach entirely. Rumor has it that his chemistry with the quarterback could develop rapidly, with sources noting that Harrison Jr.'s intelligence and anticipation on routes allow him to read the game in ways that most receivers struggle to do in their early careers. Analysts are projecting that the Raiders' offensive scheme could evolve around his strengths, incorporating motion plays, option routes, and creative formations designed to leverage his speed and awareness. Fans are already imagining highlight reel catches, dramatic third-down conversions, and explosive plays that could define not only the season, but also Harrison Jr.'s early legacy. The chatter is loud, with debates across sports networks about whether this signing could herald a new era for the franchise, making the Raiders' offense a constant talking point among analysts and fans alike. Reports suggest that Harrison Jr.'s arrival may also influence the locker room dynamic in ways that have generated widespread speculation. Sources indicate that his work ethic, discipline, and professionalism are already resonating with veterans, potentially inspiring a culture of accountability and excellence that can elevate the entire team. Rumors abound that other players are taking notice, with discussions about how his preparation habits, attention to detail, and competitive drive might set a new standard within the Raiders organization. The narrative emerging from insiders paints a picture of a young athlete, not just focused on personal accolades, but eager to lift the entire team, creating an environment where talent can thrive collectively. Analysts suggest that this could be particularly impactful for younger receivers, wideouts, and tight ends, who might emulate Harrison Jr.'s approach, creating ripple effects across the depth chart. Conversations in fan communities speculate endlessly about the potential locker room chemistry and whether his presence will translate into leadership roles sooner than expected, fueling the rumor mill even further. Meanwhile, speculation about how the Raiders plan to deploy Harrison Jr. on game day continues to dominate discussion. Analysts and insiders are suggesting that his versatility allows for creative play calling, from lining up in the slot, moving across formations, or even taking part in gadget plays designed to exploit defensive weaknesses. The rumor is that coaches are already experimenting with combinations that maximize his explosiveness while keeping defenses guessing, creating a constant sense of anticipation for fans and commentators alike. Social media chatter has amplified these speculations, with fans debating which offensive sets will best highlight his skills and how opposing teams will adapt to this new threat. Analysts are projecting that this could lead to dramatic, high-scoring games where Harrison Jr. is the focal point, providing countless highlight moments and possibly redefining the team's offensive identity in ways that could resonate for seasons to come. The excitement and speculation are reaching fever pitch, underscoring the magnitude of his potential impact. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Sources close to the Raiders suggest that Harrison Jr.'s signing could trigger a chain reaction in roster strategy and long-term planning. Rumors indicate that front office discussions have shifted to consider how best to build complementary pieces around a talent like him, potentially influencing draft choices, free agent targets, and the development of supporting players. Analysts are speculating that the team's offensive line, tight end rotation, and running game might all be subtly adjusted to ensure that Harrison Jr. thrives, creating a ripple effect that extends across the organization. Conversations in sports circles suggest that the Raiders may now be perceived as a more formidable offensive force, capable of challenging elite defenses with a combination of talent, creativity, and strategic ingenuity. The rumor mill is alive with speculation about the broader implications, with fans and commentators predicting that the next season could feature dramatic offensive performances centered around Harrison Jr., further elevating both his profile and the Raiders' competitive aspirations. Adding to the frenzy, discussions about Harrison Jr.'s marketing potential have also taken off, with insiders hinting at collaborations, endorsements, and media opportunities that could further elevate his public presence. Analysts are projecting that his persona, athleticism, and potential for spectacular plays make him an ideal candidate for campaigns, interviews, and promotional events, increasing the Raiders' visibility far beyond traditional football circles. Rumors suggest that his social media engagement, combined with highlight-worthy moments on the field, could create a feedback loop that amplifies both his personal brand and the franchise's appeal. Fans are speculating about merchandise sales, apparel, and potential crossovers into pop culture, imagining a scenario where Harrison Jr. becomes not just a star on the field, but a cultural figure whose presence energizes the fan base and sparks excitement across sports and entertainment platforms. The buzz is undeniable, painting a picture of a young athlete poised to make waves both on and off the gridiron. Finally, as speculation continues to swirl around Marvin Harrison Jr.'s arrival in Las Vegas, the excitement appears far from slowing down. Sources hint that training sessions are already electric, with teammates, coaches, and staff reacting to his speed, agility, and football IQ in ways that keep rumor mills alive with anticipation. Analysts are predicting that each week could bring news of breakout plays, unexpected deep connections, and game-defining moments that may soon dominate highlight reels and sports conversations alike. Fans continue to speculate on social media, debating every possible scenario, from route combinations to big plays, envisioning a season where Harrison Jr. might redefine what it means to be a young wide receiver in the NFL. The narrative is clear. With Marvin Harrison Jr. in Raiders colors, the league, the fans, and insiders are collectively bracing for something extraordinary, and the rumors swirling around his debut suggest that the excitement has only just begun. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.